The Raptors dropped their second consecutive game in consecutive days. 114-107 to the Philadelphia 76ers in Nick Nurse's return. Got the standing ovation as he deserved. As much as a little bit of a weird ending to his tenure in Toronto. Still the guy that brought this team an NBA championship and coached this team to a title and got a ring for the city of Toronto. So I'm not going to complain about it. However, I am going to talk about this game. And there are some things that I'm scratching my head about. Like the usage for Pascal Siakam. In a game where you need to get your offense flowing, right? And you got some positive games from a lot of guys. Sure, Scotty Barnes continues to just be incredible. But Pascal Siakam takes 2 less shots than Precious Achiuwa and plays half the minutes. Grady Dick took the same amount of shots as Pascal Siakam. I don't get it. People are going to say, well, the free flowing, the way the offense. No! Featured best damn player, dude that wants a supermax contract. Gotta take more than 8 shots, man. It's just wild. Especially with no OG in the lineup. My God. Great first quarter for the Toronto Raptors. Gary Trent gets hot early. He's feeling pretty good about himself. And you're up 36-27 after 1. Really nice first quarter. Second quarter, they start to fight back. However, the Raptors do counter late, and they're up by 3 at halftime. However, the Tyrese Maxey show starts the third quarter. And we talked about this last season, right? The sleepy starts to third quarters because there's no, the fans are still in I guess, getting drinks or getting food and going to the bathroom and whatnot. So it's kind of a sleepy start. Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, 34 each. They combined for 68. And Maxey had a crazy third quarter. And the Raptors dropped that third quarter, 35-20. And it feels like game, set, match. Because at one point, they're down by 18 there late. Or, what, 5 minutes to play? So I'm like, no, maybe a little bit more than that. But then they get it down to 7. And you're thinking, oh, okay, maybe. No, they counter it. And the Raptors win that fourth quarter 28-23, yippee. But they fall 114-107. And with no OG in the lineup, and I saw the comments about OG getting hurt, and then I obviously looked back at the tape and whatnot and saw OG leave the game, and it's a big loss. He's been so important through the first couple of games of this season. And him leaving that game yesterday against Chicago hurt a lot. And you could have used him today. But let's break down the quick team stats, and I want to get into the player stats. They shot 50% from the field. Raptors shot 44% from the field. So you did fine. They had, 5 more makes than you? So not great. But you made 7 more threes. Raptors are 53% from three-point range, 17 for 32, where they were 36% from 3. Raptors, 74% from the free throw line, 14 for 19. You got rebounded by 1, but on the offensive glass, you were plus 4. Turnovers killed you. 13-9. Raptors had 13 turnovers to their 9, and points off of turnovers, they made you pay. 24 points off of 13 Raptors turnovers. It's just, that's the problem, right? And you didn't capitalize on their 9 where you only scored 10. So that's tricky. That's tough to swallow. But now let's go to the player stats, where Jakob Poeltl got flat out dominated in the 5 matchup, as you'd expect, right? Joel Embiid, my God, one of the best centers in all of basketball. So you'd expect him to win that matchup. But for Joel Embiid's line to look like this: 34, 9, and 8 with 14 of 21 shooting, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And Jakob Poeltl, 6 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 2 of 5 shooting, 2 of 3 from the line. And that's it. And he was, a minus 14, I believe I saw? Minus 19. Well, he was on the floor, whereas Joel Embiid was a minus 2. Weird. Anyways, that's that. Scotty Barnes, remarkable for the third straight game. Now, he took yesterday's loss really hard. And what I love about what we've seen from Scotty is that he's playing hard basketball from minute 1 to minute 48. I know it's only been 3 games, but the early takeaways is that. And even after that tough loss yesterday where, we didn't like some stuff late from Scotty B on the defensive end, but he comes back with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, shot 11 of 16 today, 2 of 5 from 3, had 2 more blocks today, and turned the ball over 1 time. We talked about that yesterday. I think he had 5 fouls and 7 turnovers. Today, he had 3 fouls, 1 turnover, and shot 11 of 16, had 24, 8, and 5. Really good night for Scotty. He was a minus 6 on the floor. Now, Pascal Siakam. The big talking point for me right now. I mean, we talk about him wanting a supermax, right? That's what he wants. He'll want that deal. The Raptors haven't signed him to a contract. These are his lines for the first 3 games, okay? Game 1 against Minnesota, 15, 7, and 6, albeit he stuffed the stat sheet. But he took 17 shots, right? 5 of 17, 2 of 2 from the line, was 3 of 5 from 3, knocked down a couple big threes late, right? So you can deal with that. Chicago, 18 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 7 of 15, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from 3, and there's that. So, again, still hasn't cracked 20 points yet. He played 41 minutes yesterday. And today, in a game where you needed someone else to grab this team by the horns and drag them to a win other than Scotty Barnes. Because Gary Trent, after the great first quarter, really struggled to make shots, ended up 6 of 16. Pascal had 11, in 36 minutes today, had 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 3 of 8. 3 of 4 from the line, 2 of 5 from 3. He took 8 shots in 36 minutes. I don't care what that looks like. You got to do a job, man. Like, I read off the numbers. Gary doubled the attempts. Grady had the same amount of attempts. Precious Achiuwa had 2 more attempts. Hell, Chris Boucher, who played 11 minutes, had 2 less attempts. And Pascal Siakam, who played 36 minutes. That's definitely got to be a talking point at this point. Gary Trent Jr., as I mentioned earlier, had a great start, but had 17 points, 2 rebounds, no assists, 6 of 16 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 of 5 from 3. I like the 3 of 5 from distance. It was great stuff, but 6 of 16 from the field is tough to watch, and he was a +3 on the floor. Dennis Schroeder had another tough night shooting the rock, but again, another double-double. I think didn't he have 10 assists yesterday as well? Let me just check that right quick. So back-to-back days with double-digit assists for Dennis Schroeder. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 of 14 from the field. Again, struggled there, but was 4 of 6 from 3. 1 of 2 from the line, had 2 steals on the floor. It was a -5. Grady Dick, boy, oh boy, welcome to the league, kid. 16 points. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 of 8 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 of 6 from 3 for Grady. But he did have 5 fouls in 28 minutes, so that's something you definitely want to clean up. But he's a young player. 1 turnover in 28 minutes. I love the 28 minutes. You love to see it from Grady. And he was a +1 on the floor. Great stuff. Precious Achiuwa, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 3 of 10 from the field, took 1 3, missed it. Was a, +5 on the floor. Malachi Flynn, 7 points, couple assists, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from distance. Was a -2 on the floor. Chris Boucher, 5 and 4. 5 points, 4 boards. 1 of 6 from the field, though, in 11 minutes of work. For me, the talking point's got to be Pascal Siakam. 3 games in, I understand it's early. I get it. But you're a guy who wants to get All-NBA and, have another All-Star appearance and this and that. Hasn't cracked 20 points the first 3 games of the season and took 8 shots today. I'm going to leave it at that. Next game of the Toronto Raptors, they take on the Portland Trail Blazers at Scotiabank Arena, 7:30 tip-off there. You got to win that game, okay? The Raptor team may not be world beaters. They may not be a team to kick every team's rear end in, but the Portland Trail Blazers are bad. They just traded Dame Lillard. They're not good. You got to win that game at Scotiabank Arena, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the result today, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below. your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Raptors, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there. If you have not done so already, and I'll talk to you guys, what is that, Monday? No, Tuesday, Leafs edition, as they welcome in the Los Angeles Kings to Scotiabank Arena. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action on Monday night as they are hosting the Portland Trailblazers at Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 tip-off there. Actually, it's 8 o'clock for the Leafs for some reason. 7:30 tip-off tomorrow, Monday for the Raptors. They host the Portland Trailblazers at Scotiabank Arena. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and not the result today. We'll talk to you guys then.